They say the ocean keeps its secrets, but sometimes it spits them back out. This story comes from the cold waters off the coast of Massachusetts on a Halloween night when the veil between the living and the dead was thinnest. The flight was a routine red-eye crossing the dark expanse of the Atlantic. The passengers were asleep, wrapped in blankets, dreaming of their destination. In the cockpit, the captain stepped out, leaving the relief officer alone at the controls. It should have been silent, just the hum of the instruments and the rush of wind. But the black box, the voice recorder, recovered weeks later from the crushing depths, tells a different story. It picked up the relief officer whispering. He wasn't talking to air traffic control. He was repeating a phrase over and over. I rely on the unseen. I rely on the unseen. Then the tape captured a sound that shouldn't exist at 33,000 feet, a wet, guttural knocking coming from the outside of the reinforced cockpit window. The plane's nose dipped, the autopilot was manually disengaged, the engines were cut. As the aircraft began its terrifying free-fall toward the black water, the G-force pinned everyone to their seats. The alarm screamed, "Pull up! Pull up!" But the officer didn't fight the yoke, he pushed it forward. In those final seconds of the recording, underneath the mechanical sirens and the roar of the wind tearing the fuselage apart, the microphones picked up a third sound. It wasn't the officer, and it wasn't the returning captain banging on the locked door. It was the sound of hundreds of voices whispering in unison from the empty cargo hold. Welcome home. Fishermen near Nantucket still claim that on foggy nights in late October, their radios pick up static that sounds suspiciously like a prayer, followed by the splash of something massive hitting the water.